The Korean War, a pivotal conflict of the 20th century. Introduction. The Korean War, often referred to as the Forgotten War, was a significant armed conflict that took place on the Korean Peninsula between 1950 and 1953. It was a pivotal event in the broader context of the Cold War, with the two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, backing opposing sides. The war had profound implications for global politics, regional stability, and the lives of millions of people. This essay will delve into the causes, events, and consequences of the Korean War, exploring its historical, political, and social ramifications. Causes and context. The origins of the Korean War can be traced back to the end of World War II in 1945, when Korea was divided along the 38th parallel into two separate occupation zones: the North, occupied by the Soviet Union, and the South, occupied by the United States. The division was meant to be temporary, but as the Cold War intensified, the ideological divide between communism and capitalism solidified, leading to the establishment of two separate governments. In the North, under Kim Il-sung's leadership, a communist regime was established with strong backing from the Soviet Union and China. In the South, Syngman Rhee's anti-communist government was established, supported by the United States. Tensions between the two Koreas escalated, with border skirmishes becoming more frequent and hostile. Outbreak of war. On June 25, 1950, the situation escalated dramatically when North Korean forces, under the command of Kim Il-sung, launched a surprise invasion across the 38th parallel, aiming to unify the Korean peninsula under a communist regime. The attack caught the South Korean forces and their American allies off guard, resulting in rapid territorial gains for the North. The United Nations Security Council, with the Soviet Union's absence due to a boycott, passed a resolution calling for military intervention to repel the North Korean invasion. A multinational UN force, led by the United States, was assembled to support South Korea, while China entered the conflict on the side of North Korea, further complicating the situation and widening the scope of the war. Stalemate and armistice. The Korean War quickly devolved into a grueling and bloody stalemate as both sides dug in their positions along the 38th parallel. The war's intensity led to significant loss of life and widespread devastation, with numerous battles fought, including the infamous Battle of Incheon and the brutal Battle of Chosin Reservoir. As the conflict dragged on, peace negotiations began in 1951, but they were met with challenges and numerous setbacks. It wasn't until 1953 that a formal armistice agreement was signed, leading to a cessation of hostilities and establishing the Demilitarized Zone (DMZ) as a buffer between North and South Korea. Consequences. The Korean War had profound consequences on various levels, shaping the trajectory of global geopolitics and regional dynamics. 1. Human cost. The war resulted in millions of deaths and civilian casualties, leaving a lasting impact on families and communities in both North and South Korea. The devastation caused by the war is still remembered and mourned by Koreans on both sides. 2. Division and ideological conflict. The division of the Korean peninsula persisted after the war, leading to the establishment of two separate states with vastly different political systems. North Korea's totalitarian regime and South Korea's democratic government have remained ideologically opposed, leading to ongoing tension and occasional flare-ups. 3. Economic impact. The war left both North and South Korea with significant economic challenges. South Korea, after a period of reconstruction, experienced remarkable economic growth, transforming into an industrialized nation, while North Korea's isolationist policies and mismanagement hindered its economic development. 4. U.S. military presence. The Korean War solidified the United States' commitment to its allies in the region and led to the establishment of a long-term U.S. military presence in South Korea. To this day, American forces remain stationed in South Korea as a deterrent against potential aggression from the North. 5. Global Cold War dynamics. The Korean War was a crucial theater of the Cold War, with the United States and its allies opposing communism and the Soviet Union and China supporting it. The conflict demonstrated the potential for direct confrontation between the superpowers and underscored the importance of containment and the policy of deterrence. Conclusion. The Korean War was a multifaceted conflict with far-reaching consequences. It was a complex interplay of historical, political, and ideological factors that shaped the trajectory of the Korean Peninsula and impacted global geopolitics. The war's legacy still looms large, with the division between North and South Korea persisting and regional dynamics continuing to be influenced by its aftermath. Remembering and understanding the complexities of the Korean War can serve as a lesson in the pursuit of peace and diplomacy in an interconnected world.